Hello, friends. It's time for Mighty Minutes. And today's Mighty Minute is called Mr. Forgetful. You're going to be learning about compound words. And first, let's read a story. Once upon a time, there was a very forgetful man. He forgot everything, where he placed his keys, whether he brushed his teeth, and where he parked his car. Some people called him Mr. Forgetful. Sometimes Mr. Forgetful would forget to say the end of a word. Instead of saying football, he would just say foot. So, a compound word is two words put together that make a whole word. For example, football, football. Okay, foot is a word, ball is a word. Put them together, you get football. Okay, so I have some words here, and I want you to try and tell me what the word would be that Mr. Forgetful would say. Are you ready? All right. This word is birthday. If Mr. Forgetful forgot the end of the word, what would he say? He would say birth. Birth. Very good. Let's look at the next word. This word is popcorn. Popcorn. If he forgot the end of the word, what would he say? Very good. He would say pop. Pop. The next word is bathtub. Bathtub. If Mr. Forgetful forgot to say the end of the word, what part would he say? Yes, he would say bath. Bath. Very good. Another one, mailbox. Mailbox. If Mr. Forgetful forgot to say the end of the word, what would he say? Yes, he would say mail. Mail. Here's another one, cupcake. Cupcake. If he forgot to say the end of the word, what would he say? Cup. Cup. And bedtime. Bedtime. If he forgot to say the end of the word, what would he say? Bed. Bed. Very good. There's some other things you can do with compound words or these words. You can pretend that Mr. Forgetful forgets the beginning of the word instead of the end. So, for example, he would forget the beginning of birthday. So what would he say? Day. He would forget the beginning of popcorn. He would just say corn. He would forget the beginning of bathtub. He would say tub. Mailbox. Forget the beginning of the word, it becomes box. Cupcake. Forget the beginning of cupcake, and you get cake. And forget the beginning of bedtime, and you get time. Time. So that's another way you can experiment with compound words. Another thing you can do is use 2 or 3 syllable words instead of compound words. Mr. Forgetful would then forget the beginning or the ending syllable of a word. So for example, you could say chocolate. So for example, if he forgot the beginning syllable, he would say a lit. Okay? You could also use children's names and have Mr. Forgetful forget the first sound. So if your name was Charlie, he would forget the ch sound. The ch sound. It would become Arlie. He would forget ch and just say Arlie. And one last thing you can do for fun is forget the initial sound of a word. For example, if you have the word fork, the initial sound would be f. So he would say orc. Then ask the child to identify the missing sound. And then name the letter that makes the sound. So what's missing in fork? So you could write it out and cover that letter and ask what sound is missing. And they could say the letter sound f, and then identify what letter makes that sound. So these are just some different ideas to play Mr. Forgetful. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.